Hi, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we're looking at beer from Sheperd Neame. It's 1698. Unbelievably, I've never had this beer. I mean, it's something that you see on the supermarket shelves, and a lot of people have got a lot of good things to say about it. It's 6.5% ABV, but it's one of those things. I've just reviewed the Otter Head, and I think this really sums it up. The kind of beer it is. It's a Kentish strong ale. It's an English strong ale, I guess. That's what reminded me of that. Quite a lot of loose sediment in the bottom of there. This has been kind of cellared. I mean, we live in a little, as you can see, we live in an old stone terrace house. So those cellar steps do get quite cold. Quite a bit of loose sediment in there, but nothing kind of ridiculous. I mean, I haven't been throwing it around, but I don't think Shepherd Neame bottle condition. Many of their beers actually, but you can see what colour it is already. Clear bottles. As a home brewer I'd never do it, but as a big brewer like Shepherd Neame, I'm sure they've figured something out. As I know Budweiser did. I mean, I think they did some, so I'm not comparing them. I mean, because one thing, just talking about Shepherd Neame, watching Simon from the Real Ale Guides kind of trip down to brew at Shepherd Neame, I was really impressed by the head brewer. I mean, he's been around for a long time, and he's been at some of the most established breweries in the country, but clearly still has that excitement and enthusiasm for what he does. Which, when you're working at a big company, what is shipping worldwide, you could probably easily become a bit of a corporate drone, I guess. But he didn't, and his enthusiasm was kind of really infectious, really, and I really enjoyed watching him brew. I mean, Simon's like in his early 30s, and he were hanging around while this fellow who's probably in his late 50s, early 60s is up and down all these ladders, bezzing around, doing all the brewing. I mean, their pilot plant, and the size of it was amazing. I mean, I'm sure a lot of breweries, a lot of craft breweries in this country don't have a kit that big. Anyway, less waffle. So 6.5%. Let's have a sniff. But you can see colour-wise, kind of like, once again, like the Otter, actually, like the Otter Head. Bit, maybe not quite as dark, but like a amber colour. A brief kind of wisp of head. I mean, it does leave some legs actually on the glass. Probably one of the strongest beers that Shepherd Neame produce. Similar smell actually. Orange peel. Once again, maybe some kind of mulled spices in there. Slightly metallic, but a bit of a slightly boozy fruitcake smell as well. The taste is quite nice actually. Not much body to it for 5.5, and it does disappear quite quickly, but the flavour is it's kind of similar to what you get on the nose. Orange peel, old orange peel, a nice kind of hot bite at the back end, which once again is marmalade. This looks like going to be virtually the same review as the Otter Head. Very similar kind of beers, English strong ales, using kind of probably, well, it's in Faversham in Kent, so I mean it's the hop garden of England. It's all about kind of bitter Kentish hops. And then a really nice, light, maybe slight sweetness in there, slight kind of brown sugar sweetness, and a really kind of pleasant fruitcake quality. Not as heavy as like a stout, but that flavour's in there already. .5, you know, I mean, you're not really tasting much alcohol, but it has got an alcoholic flavour in a way, like a cough medicine in a way. But not, I really don't mean that in a bad way, because this isn't that bad at all. First time I've had it, and I've already drank a few Shepherd Neame beers. I did record the reviews, and then, to be honest, I was a bit bored by the beer. I was a bit bored by doing the review, so I thought, well, people are just going to be bored by watching it, so where's the point in that really? But this isn't that bad at all. On the burp, interestingly, as Oz Clark was going to talk about that, there was a nice kind of, more of a fresher, a clementine quality. Don't let me confuse you. It's not kind of a fruity citrus like you get with an IPA. It's a kind of a earthy, robust, fruity quality, which is kind of orangey. Right, I'm back. Some kind of noisy neighbourhood kids were just walking down the back alley here. So anyway, back with Shepherd Neame 1698. I guess just to sum up, the nose, kind of it's kind of like once when you get you see them in around Christmas time. There's a deli in Bradford which I go to, and around Christmas they have kind of Italian Christmas cakes like panettones and that kind of thing, and what, I can't remember what the other one's called, but you can get ones what are kind of flavoured with Cointreau or kind of apricots. But then so there's a boozy element and a fruity element to it, and then that kind of sweet, kind of slightly vanilla-y cake to it, like a pale kind of cake, which is quite sweet. And this is what it reminds me of, from start to finish as well. On the nose, fruity, yeasty, malty. And in the mouth, it's quite pleasant. Quite that sound effect. The drain's currently empty, and I'm not below the below the waist. I'm not up to something funny. I guarantee you. But yeah, the taste is quite malty, sweet, orange, kind of stewed fruit, maybe yeah, raisins, dates, like dried dates. But it's really kind of, everything's kept together really kind of concisely. It's quite a warming, wintry kind of winter beer. It's not bad. It's not bad. To be honest, it's the best I've had so far from Shepherd Neame. So that's Shepherd Neame 1698, and it's a bottle conditioned Kentish straw ale, 6.5%. So yeah, anyway, thanks to the guys at Shepherd Neame for sending these over. This has been the best of the bunch so far. Got a few more to try. Might review them. Then again, as I said in my previous ones, if it's just a bit, I mean, you don't want me to watch me standing here going, well, it's alright. But I can't say that about that, because it's full of flavour. It's got a really nice kind of traditional British strong ale quality about it. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. I'll see you next time. Cheers.